Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I said I'd be back and I'm back. So we're going to carry on prepping for our Halloween, and guess what I've got here? I have got my big roll of contact paper because, so you know when we make our vintage tape, we make it with caramel, don't we? Caramel, latte, and is it ginger? Well, the browns, the 3-pack of browns. I mainly make it with caramel because I like the yellow tinge to it. But when I was doing that inky acetate to make it look like Tim Holtz's transparencies, like, come on, Toni, get your words out. I was thinking that I want to make some vintage tape because I have got so much of the caramel colour. So I was thinking, let's do it in the colours in Tim Holtz's new alcohol ink colours. Now I'm going to leave this attached to the roll just because this stuff, she roly oly poly, it just loves to roll. So whereas if I keep it attached to the roll, I can keep it flat. So the colours I'm going to use are the same ones that I showed yesterday. Gravel, Flannel, Smudge and Chronicle, which I think is going to be really cool. So I've got my block. I think let's take these off because I need to find my felts for my daubers. I have them. If you hear some noises in the background, I have got I'm printing, my little fingers, I'm printing a digital kit for tomorrow's video, and it is awesome. Right, so I'm just gonna use one of each because they're very, I'm not because I've got one here. So because I don't want to, the greys I don't mind, but the Chronicle is green, so I kind of want to let that have its own because I don't want the grey to. There we go. We have 4. So yeah, I wanted to make some spooky grungy. Oh, it's very dark in here, isn't it? And this is, I'm sorry, this is the skylight. I wanted to make some grungy vintage tape for the Halloween that isn't like the yellowy colour. So yeah, let's get playing. And I absolutely love this stuff. I found this big roll of it in a second-hand shop. I was like, I love that, thank you very much, £2, bargain. Right, now, because these are very faint colours. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's just delicious. Yeah, it will show up, but it's not like in your face. Oh, I just love it. And I'm dabbing it because I want the mottled bit. There's a hair. Come on, get off. That's better. Oh, and now there's something. There's a... Come on. I mean, it is so pale, but I like it. I do. I like it. Let's move that back there, and let's put that there. That's better. That's going to keep hold of it. And this one is just gonna tie it all in. I mean, just this one, I think this is gravel. Yeah. Ah! I just love it. And then I think I'm just gonna dot things around, because now be careful, hold it up quite high. Sorry about the noise, but this look at that. Let's go in. That one's nearly dry, but oh, look at that. And then you go over as well. Because what you got to remember is, even though like at the minute it looks like a map, you're going to cut strips of it. So you're just going to get little bits of little bits. Which is just like really, really cool. And I've got 4 colours. What haven't I? Smudge. I like smudge. And you don't have to dab it on. You could just put drops on like that. I bet you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, Toni, that's a lot of alcohol ink. Yep. And the good thing about this is you only need about that much of it, because imagine how far it goes. Let's try and blend it in, because I do want, see, like this mottle effect here, this is what I'm after. This is why I'm dabbing, because it's just dare I say it, it's delicious. Oh, look at that. I hope you can see that without that horrible, great big skylight. I'm going to have to put a bit of paper over it. Hold on. How about that? Can you see it now? Or does that actually makes it darker? No? No. No. So, I'm going to finish this off camera, and then I'll be back and we'll cut it up. See? I've just cut it. And it just rolls. It loves to roll. Right, so let's put that roll away and have a look at what we've got. Look at that. If I can get it folded out. Look at that grunge on there. Oh, it's so good. So good. Right, so I'm going to give it a fold in the opposite direction. Give it a gentle... Da, 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 da. There we go. It will try and roll up again, because just does. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over, because we've got the grids, and I was going to use a ruler, but guess what? I can't find it. I don't even know where my big wiggly edge ruler's gone. Oh, right, no, I'll use scissors. So first off, I'm just going to cut 3 squares. I'm just going to randomly cut. And I'm not too bothered about it being straight, so that's why I feel safe with the scissors. And then I'm going to cut 2. And then I'm going to cut 1. Right, I'm going to do the rest off camera. So this is what I mean. Look at this. Look at that grunge. It's just so cool. So I'm going to cut it. What have we got? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what have we got left? We've got 6 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one in half. Oh. And look at that. Oh, look at that. Just... And then this one, I'm just going to do strips, all different thicknesses. All different thicknesses. Look at that. Oh, look at that one. It's just gonna look so cool. But I'm gonna use my my Tim Holtz scissors. I think they need cleaning. And then I'm just gonna, and I know you're probably sitting there thinking, Toni, why? Why did you cut it in all those different thicknesses when you just, I don't know. This I do not know. But lots of little bits. And long bits. And thick bits. And thin bits. And then we have some really cool, grungy, handmade vintage tape. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then I need to find something to put it in. I don't have anything to put it in. I don't think it's going to fit in here. Alright, well, yeah, it will be alright for now. Just for somewhere to place it. So that's them. That's our vintage, grungy, spooky tape. And now I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. Just doesn't have to be thick, any old cardstock. And I'm going to get my washi tapes. And do you remember when we did some washi tape strips? So we're going to do that so that we've got them ready in case we want to make a cluster or something. And this is the Tim Holtz Halloween. So I'm just going to place it on the end. And I know you can sit there and, well, I don't understand why you're doing that. And it's because then you can make paper strips with your washi tape. And it's easier to put them on on your bits of work when they've got cardstock behind them. So let's, oh, we don't need my poster one, do we? But I'm going to do a few of my one. I love this orange and black one. Because, yeah, just in case we want to make some spooky clusters, which we might do. And plus, you know, how much washi tape has ever, I mean, so much washi tape. This is just a perfect way to use it up. What else have we got? Let's do some of this one. Got a sneaky little bit of fluff. I think we'll do a couple of strips of that one. I mean, if these don't cry out Halloween, well, I don't know what does. I think this one, so that one, Tim Holtz, mine. I sound like one of the seagulls out of Nemo. Mine. Heidi swap. And then this one is all and create. Oh, I do like my numbers, so I'm going to have a couple of this one. And then this one is mine. And this one I'm going to have a few of as well, because I just love it so much. Stop trying to get up. And I've got a feeling I'm going to be using that a lot. Oh, should we do the black one as well? Let's do the black one. I don't think I'm going to do the red one. Yeah. No, I don't think I am. Look at all those. But I am going to have another strip of this because I love this one. And then I'll have a... Oh. You know what one I'm missing? I mean, not that I can always get another bit of paper. This one. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I might, if I lay this down properly, I might get two on. No, but look at that. Oh, how cool is that? I mean, you could just, if you did them with no gap, how much of a cool background would that be? So cool. And I honestly, I can't be bothered to scoop it off and cut these off. So I'm just... going down with my craft knife. But look at that. How cool is that? I don't know how I'm going to do this side, because it's the wrong side of me. That'll do. Oh, look at that. Ooh, it's delicious. And then we're just going to cut it into strips. So I'm going to get rid of the tape, even though I do think that looks quite cool. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of the tape, and then I'm going to cut these into strips. And I'll be back. I've turned my light on. because I think that might be a bit better. Because it got really dark here. So here's the paper strips. Look at those. Look at those. Now, I get everybody's being, you know, you're probably sitting there thinking like, yeah, so this is not new news. But this is the prep that I'm going to do. So like when we come to do the Halloween videos, for example, we might make some Halloween tabs. And these are the kind of components that we will be using for those. So yeah, get your strips of washi tape, all your favourite spooky kind of Halloween ones, and your grunge tape. You don't have to do it in the grey. You can do it in any colour you like. If you've got, I think it's called Pitch Black, the alcohol ink. And I might try and get that off Amazon for tomorrow. Because, yeah, that would be really cool. So now what I'm going to do is, so the papers that I made with the Brusho crystals, I'm going to get a couple of the pages of the 3 different colours of these, and then I'm just going to put them all together, and they don't have to be straight. This doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm just going to, she says, as she tries to make them perfect. Oh dear. Right, so I'm just going to cut strips. We're doing a lot of strips today. All different sizes. Yeah, we're doing a lot of strips. Now, what we're going to do next, I do have a video for. I've got a video for most of this stuff, to be honest. But if it's all in one place, bonus, it's even better. So I've got my strips, and now I'm going to get my crocodile out, and I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put it back 1/4 of an inch. Yep. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the pieces, the edge pieces, and I'm just going to do a hole and then line that up, do another hole, line that up, do another hole, and I'm just going to go all the way down. And there is a die that does this. I've got a few of the dies. Here they are. Oh, leaning over. So these are from Crafty, and they're the dies. So you don't have to do this. We will cut some out of dies as well. But if you don't have the dies and you have a circle punch, then this is how to do it. Because when I'm doing clusters, or even just elements off of a page, off a junk journal page, I just love the way this looks as a texture. So I'm just going to go all the way down. Oh, that one was a bit low, but that don't matter. That's better. And then I'm going to get my little scissors, and I'm just going to snip on the shorter end, just right to the circle, as if it has been, where did I finish there? As if it has been ripped out of a book. Just going to go all the way down. And I love doing this prep work. This is the kind of stuff that I do. I put on a movie or Dateline. Oh, I fell asleep to Dateline last night. I know. I bet you're sitting there thinking, what is wrong with you? But I'm interested in true crime. So yeah, and then just crumple it up and even pull off some of them so that it looks like it's been just randomly proper pulled out a book. And there you go, you've got another texture. Oh, and I like this, for example, let's get, so I would use that behind there like that, because I mean, how cool does that look? Can you imagine that on the side of a page? Ah, just looks so cool. So that's what I do with the circle one, and I'm pretty sure you all know this by now, but I also have this little punch that I got off of Amazon. It is in my Amazon store, and it is perfect. It's the perfect little square punch, and I'm gonna do the bigger bit actually in this one. So I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna wait until I see it, and then punch again. And honestly, it really does. See, that one's a little bit off. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because you're probably going to rip little sections off this anyway. Oh, except I'm going, that's a little bit dodgy, isn't it? Oh, you're not that straight. There we go. And do exactly the same. Just going to go snip, snip, snip. This one's probably a little bit too wide. This far away from the end is probably a bit better. But then we're just gonna crumple it up, rip some off like that, and then we have another edge. So that's two of those. Which is perfect. And I have, my chair is really low. And I have these really cool tubs that I got from TK Maxx. So I'm pretty sure they'll have them in Marshall's, Home Goods or TJ Maxx. So yeah, these are what I'm going to store my lovelies in. So I'm going to put my paper strips in here. It doesn't matter that they don't fit. And I'm also going to put my tape in that one, so that can go in there. And then I have this one, and this one is going to have in it, I've got all my punches out. Da, 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 da. So now we are going to make some punches. So I've got my teeny weeny little corner rounder. Which that doesn't work. So don't do that. Because it needs to be card. Where's my, here it is. Right, let's do this one. Here we go. That's better, but I'm just gonna, because I messed up the first one. So don't do that. Don't do that. Get your proper one if you're using paper. And then I'm going to make lots of strippies, as Margaret calls them. And then I'm going to stamp on them later on. So kind of making the basis for your own labels. I've got my little punches out as well, so I'm just gonna, because I do love a circle as an element. So I'm just cutting out a load of circles. There we go. Sorry about that noise. It's my printer, but it's playing up, to be honest, because the internet out here, because I'm at the bottom of the garden, it's not that cracking. So I'm only going to do a few of these ones. And then we'll see. I wonder if we'll get some bigger ones out of this. No. No. So we'll just carry on with this one for now. And then if you want to, keep this as an element as well. Keep that as an element. So I'm going to keep I've got some larger ones in here. And then the little strippies I'm going to put in that tub with the other strippies. Right, and then I'm going to get these. And I've got my favourite flag, fishtail, whatever you want to call it, punch from Stampin' Up. I love this. And I'm just going to do a load of these. Rip off those end bits. And then I reckon we'll get, yeah. Ah, this circle punch. It's not the one. It's not the one. That doesn't matter. And I don't know where my other inch circle punch is, but I did just find a star. Something else that I love to have as an element. And I've got my 3/4. Perhaps I need to punch some tin foil and sharpen it a little bit. That's what I need to do. Right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill this. And also what's going to go in here is my die cuts. So I'm going to do die cuts tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to get the... so I did this in paper and I also did some in cardstock as well. So I'm just gonna cut some, and then I've got my two... I love these punches because you can do it both ways. You can have it single or you can have it double. So if you cut it, you get a single one, and then if you just fold it over about 1/2 inch, and then you get a proper one. How cool is that? I love this punch. And then I'm just going to do, because we all know I love my tabs. So we've got those. I'm going to put those in the pot as well. And then just rip this off. And then I'm going to do the single-sided ones, because you never know. You might want one in that not on the edge of a page. You might just want it as an element. So I do like to have some of the singles and some of the doubles. So now I've got the same in the whale tail. So let's pull these tabs off, And this one does exactly the same thing. It does it singly or folded. Lovely. So this one, when you fold it, has to be a bit wider, because the wow towel is a bit wider then. And then and there you have a folded one. Oh, I just love these punches. I got them from Do-A-Ding. But if you're outside of Europe, I'm pretty sure Amazon does them as well. So, and then I'm going to keep these strips because they're perfect for stamping words on and then just cutting them out. So I'm going to keep the strips. And there's some tabs, and you can do that in all sorts of colours. And then we have some nice little strippies, some vintage tape in that. Look at that. Oh, it's just, it's lush. There's not many in there, is there? Oh, let's put that away. So yeah, so we've got some vintage paper, some of our washi tape, some vintage tape, and some punches as well. So then we'll do die cuts tomorrow. If there's anything that you want to see, if you want to see how I dyed the fabric, etc., then let me know in the comments and I will do that. We are also going to do some stamping, I think, tomorrow. We're going to make just stamped ephemera, where we're just going to stamp and then cut out the ephemera. So yeah, so I do apologise if you find these videos boring, but I do want to take you along with the prep, and this is the prep that I do before I start making my ephemera. So I just love to dip in to things and stuff like that. So yeah, so get out your stamps tomorrow, and labels. Get out your label stamps. Go for all your stamps and get your label stamps out, and your Halloween stamps, and then we'll have a stamping session, and yeah, we'll get ready for all that. Even doesn't matter, even if it's not Halloween, like your number stamps, anything, get out anything, any stamps that you think you could pass off as spooky, like the stamp 3 and 1, 31, or 10 for October, or alphabet stamps so you can write the word October, anything like that. Yeah, so then we can do a lot of stamping. So I'm really sorry this is short. I'm sorry if like I said, if you thought it was boring. But these are other elements. So come back tomorrow for a good old stamping sesh, and yeah, we'll get making our things like, let me show you. Let me put those up there. So not that one. So like this. Like this. This is what I love to have. So I sit there, I put on a movie, and I stamp. I literally, this is my numbers box. So this is anything with numbers on it. Absolutely. Labels, just numbers on their own. Anything with numbers on it. Anything. And that's what we're going to do. I also have, this is my circles one. So let me just chuck all these in here. And this is my circles one. So this is anything that's a circle, whether it's a circle and stars, this is. So like there's number circles and just bits of scrap paper, stamps, airmail, circles, and there's the stars, and there's literally anything that's a circle, postmarks in it. I need to top that up tomorrow because we've got some new circle stamps on my stamps. So yeah, I think we'll do the the old postal marks off of my stamps tomorrow and get those cut out and add those to the stamped ephemera. So that's the kind of thing that we're going to be doing tomorrow, and that's the kind of thing that I just love to just grab, and then I'm like, right, I'm going to make some cluster tabs, or I'm going to make some page tabs, I'm going to make some tags, I'm going to make some labels. It just makes it easier. I want to put a pocket in my journal. Have I got anything to go on it? Oh, let's grab that cluster that I made. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So thank you all for being here. I know this one is probably a little bit shorter than all the other videos, but the stamping is going to be quite a long video, and the embossing and the die cuts and stuff like that. And I know you all know how to die cut and emboss and stuff, but I'm going to do extra bits to them. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that. And thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a fabulous evening and happy crafting. Bye.